to Wayne Dyer, and he was saying how Albert Einstein once said that logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. It's crazy because if we look around, we can see that everything that is in this world was once a thought, was once an imagination. Even if we're looking at trees, the trees as once started off as seeds. And even though they may have known the destination, maybe or maybe not, there was no ever saying in which, the tree was going to be able to grow. If we're sitting in a chair, this chair was once imagined before it was able to become a thing into this reality. A TV wasn't there until we were able to go ahead and imagine what a TV looks like. Even from the smallest TV, the first TV that was ever made, to these nice HD, 50, 60, 80-inch screen TVs. They once became someone's thought and imagination. We have to. Many things in which that's well known today. One of the godfathers of science in which we put him in which, science is something in which really goes with logic and really seeing the reality of the situation. But someone to go ahead and say that imagination, something that can't be told, that is something in which we are told as kids or after we're kids that we have to go ahead and stop imagining, become more adults, be more real. For someone to go ahead and say that imagination will take you everywhere else, something in which we really have to understand. How many of us have lost our imagination? When was the last time that you imagined something and actually thought that even if you did imagine something, my friends, we need to start living back into a time in which we are living more our imaginations, that we believe more in our imaginations, because within our imaginations, that's where we are truly alive. That's where we truly live. But what we need to do is try our best to go ahead and take it out of that imaginary realm. It's a whole nother world. What causes us to imagine? Where do those imaginations, where do those thoughts come from? It's from a whole different world. It's from a whole different dimension. And it's up to us. We are creators of a reality, and that we could bring stuff from that imagination world into our own three-dimensional world. Imagining going and cleaning up your house and seeing how beautiful the house can be without the clutter, to, hey, I'm going to make a whole nother career, and there's something in which I imagine that it may not even look as real. You may not be able to see it on a job description, on an Indeed, or at your current job, but you have this imagination that keeps on nagging, a thought that keeps on nagging, that's telling you that you should be doing this, that you want to do this, and that, oh man, if I go ahead and do this, I'm going to feel well. But do you act on it? My friends, the time has come. We live in an era right now where it's been a lot easier to go ahead and manifest those imaginations. We have to go ahead and be able to do it. And it doesn't matter that, hey, if it's going to come a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, that if we just take at least one little tiny step towards it, that eventually it's going to go ahead and see itself through. We need to have that feeling and believe in ourselves that we can go ahead and do it. Now, I know this may seem all clouds in the sky. I know that, hey, you have this imagination and you may want to go ahead and tell everyone about it, or maybe you have told everyone about it before and they shut you down. They told people in the past, with the Wright brothers, with the planes, that, man, this is not possible. You're not going to be able to go ahead and, fly up in the air. And now, How many times, how many planes fly a day, an hour in this whole world? Thousands of planes now. But it took a bunch of brothers to be like, no, we can go ahead and do this. There's so many other things. So if it can happen to them, why can't it happen to you? Why can't it happen to us? So my friends, let's go ahead. I challenge you today just to think, or let the thoughts come to you. Don't push it out as far, and let your imagination flow and see what is it in your life that you want to go ahead and be and do and improve on. Let that imagination and have it make you feel that way in which it's complete, that it's done, that you're in the process of it. And I challenge you to go ahead and take one step towards it. I'm telling you guys, your life would be a lot better.